The Buhari Campaign Organization (BSO) has insisted that the recent defections of some lawmakers from the All Progressives Congress (APC) to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) will not hinder the president's chances of re-election. Reports that the director of strategic communications of the organization, Festus Keyamo-san, in a statement on Sunday, July 29, argued that the defections would have little or no effect on the outcome of the 2019 presidential poll because President Buhari won overwhelming support in previous elections in many of the states where the defections occurred without the backing of the defectors. It is imperative to state that the figures put forward by the Buhari campaign are all predicated on bogus assumptions that have no space for human behavioral patterns of responding to situations correspondingly with stimuli, Keyamo said. The president won with large margins in the past in some states without the support of majority of the politicians from those states who moved recently to join the opposition party. Also, we are all witnessing the significant gains Mr. President is making in several places where he lost in the past, notably in the South, South and Southeast. From the demographics we have now, the historic figures and the present realities that we know, these defections will have little or no impact on the chances of Mr. President's re-election. Meanwhile, all members of the All Progressives Congress (APC) in Kwara State in the camp of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki, holding various federal government appointments have been asked by the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, to immediately resign or risk being sacked. Reports that Mohammed gave the directive at a press conference in his country, home, Oro in Irapodan local government area of Kwara State on Sunday, July 29. The minister revealed that the federal government had resolved to dissolve the Saraki-led APC in Kwara State under the chairmanship of Ashola Balagun Fulani earlier adopted by the national chairman, Adams Oshiomhole, and conduct another congress. Mohammed said the decision was reached following wide consultations with all the stakeholders in the state, since Friday, July 27. Reports that the minister accused Saraki's loyalists of hiding under the facade of being party men and women. The resolution by the minister read in part, that Balagun Fulani-led Kwara APC Executive Committee be immediately dissolved and a fresh Congress that will include all Kwara APC members and those who are just coming into the party be held at the various levels to constitute a new executive, that all those who got appointments by deceit, hiding under the facade of being party men and women, should immediately resign such appointments or be fired, that the recent gale of defections has now put the APC in a position of true majority in the National Assembly, as those who remain are the ones who are truly committed to the ideals of our great party, that all members and supporters of our great party restate their unflinching support for President Muhammadu Buhari and assure him of a harvest of votes from Kwara State in the 2019 general election, that all members should remain calm because there is no cause for alarm. In another report, the chairman of the reformed All Progressives Congress (RAPC), Baba Galadima, has alleged that President Muhammadu Buhari was against forming an alliance with a former Lagos state governor, Bola Tinubu, during the build-up to the 2015 presidential election. Reports that Galadima made the claim during an interview with The Interview, an Abuja-based monthly magazine. He also claimed he was instrumental to selecting Yemi Osinbajo as a candidate for the vice presidency. Galadima said, "Buhari was the one who was against the alliance with Tinubu and I don't want to say anything. Let Buhari deny what I have said. I was for it and I organized it and I wrote a memo and even produced a candidate for the vice presidency. This same Osinbajo, we were a committee of three, Osinbajo, Sulehama and me. Sulehama promoted the alliance more than anybody else. It was Buhari that refused. Let him deny before us and we will show him. Whenever you see him, ask him why Baba Galadima said he wouldn't sign INEC's form with Tunde Bakare's name. I don't want to say much. Buhari cannot challenge all these things we are saying." To some economic news, the reports that the European Union (EU) and Economic Community of West African States (ECOWAS) have embarked on a technical simulation of the new post which will be opened for preliminary operations ahead of the official launch in September 2018, the newspaper states that the upcoming handover of a $4.5 billion semi-border facility to Nigeria and the Republic of Benin has increased hopes of smoother trade across West Africa and with third-party countries. Cited a report which showed that Nigeria will be the better for the initiative. The report states that trade of the West African region is about $300 billion. Exports are projected at approximately $137.3 billion, while imports total about $80.4 billion. The main active countries in trade are Nigeria, which alone accounts for approximately 76% of total trade, followed by Ghana, 9.2%, and Côte d'Ivoire, 8.64%. Nigeria News: Buhari reacts to APC senator's betrayal. Source: